Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
Oh, good day, all you lovely people. Bit late today. Welcome back to the grumpy old Git in the Corner on a Friday that's, surprise, surprise, overcast. Now we've got several things going. We got the fire in London. It's absolutely everywhere on mainstream media, social media at the moment, but I'll get into that in a minute. But yesterday we had Comrade Starmer continuing to make a complete dick of himself again. I mean, look at this. On board a nuclear submarine. You know, is this another bullshit stunt? Is this like to Putin? Like, oh look, you know, we have got nukes to defend ourselves. But seriously, I mean, look at the state of the fucking thing. Bits missing, bits rusting. If that's what we've got to rely on to defend this country, we're screwed, absolutely. But when you look at the real facts behind this, now, our nukes are so old, nobody knows if half of them are going to bloody work. I mean, the Polaris, which is on most of the submarines, I mean, Christ, I can remember test firing that as when I was a kid. Yeah, that's how old that bloody thing is. You know, real old school. Now, again, with the amount of nukes we've got, there's varying figures. I've heard everything from 40 odd up to just over 100. I don't know, I haven't looked into it, I can't be asked. Because whatever we've got, literally, all we're going to have enough is to put on one nice big firework display for Russians, isn't it? You know, boy, they've allegedly got thousands of the things, and more modern, up to date, you know, new tech in them. I mean, they're never going to show how many they've got, but believe me, they've got a hell of a lot more than us. And they've got enough to just wipe this little prison planet of ours off the fucking map. I mean, Starmer's getting more and more dangerous to us every passing day. You know, he still thinks people sign up and fight and die for him. Read the room, you deluded moron. No one will sign up. No one, if they get forced to sign up, most of them won't fight. He really does have a mental health issue, doesn't he, that bloke? He really does. How anybody can be that deluded and deaf and blind, I don't know. But anyway, leaving that aside for now. Yeah, mainstream media and everywhere else is concentrating on the fire at the substation around Heathrow. Cutting down its power, cutting off its power, and essentially shutting the airport down until at least midnight tonight. But leaving the poor people that have been inconvenienced by this aside from it, let's talk about the actual fire. Now, the fire brigade have said it is burnt intensely, and it's still burning in places because of spilt cooling oil. In particular, 25,000 litres of the stuff. Now, who in their right mind uses a flammable oil as a coolant around electricity? Pouring oil on the fire comes to mind there. You know, something like CO2, the gas. Now that can be used as a coolant, and it's also a fire suppressant. Would be perfect, wouldn't it? Why anybody else never came up with that, I don't know. But yeah, it's also what they're not saying too much about is there's several thousand homes obviously in the area that are now without power. That will include businesses as well. So there's a lot of money being lost there. But why didn't the backup system work? You know, you'd think somewhere as important as Heathrow and safety would say if the power was cut there should be more or less an instantaneous backup system. You know, even if it's only just for the main things like radar, traffic control, stuff like that, you know. They got no power, how can they divert flights? They got no radios, they got no radar and shit. Well, it didn't kick in because some genius actually sited it on the same site as the substation. What a bright spark. Pun intended. Unbelievable. But when they were asked, this is the fire brigade, when they were asked in an interview what could have been the cause of it, and they said straight away, we'll have to wait for an investigation, but we can say there was no foul play involved. So they don't know what started it, but they can eliminate foul play. But they have updated that by saying now that the Met Police are going to investigate it as well. And the further update on that was that the anti-terror squad are investigating it. All of their big guns. So, but they've ruled out foul play. Okay. We hear that a lot nowadays. It's not terror related. You know, if there is a crime and there is certain other nationalities involved, they won't give the nationality or description of the perpetrator. But if they're white and English, gosh, they'll put out name, address, fucking everything, pictures. But there you go. If you're trying to get to London over the weekend, good luck. Apparently most of the M25 is going to be shut down for imperative roadworks. Funny how it's shut from 9 o'clock tonight until 6 o'clock Monday morning. You know, you got to ask yourself, are they deliberately trying to stop people getting to London, you know, for protests or whatever? Just a thought. But have a great weekend, guys, whatever you're up to. And as always, whatever you do, do it safely, do it strong, and stay free. Respects, guys.